Hope not. Hey guys, it's Mike from Sapulpa Times.
And Lucy with the City of Sapulpa.
And happy Hump Day! Okay, so we're live at the Sapulpa Community Theatre. We're going to be promoting the show that is opening this Friday called Dead Men Send No Text. We've actually got a very special guest that's coming on in just a couple of minutes to help promote that show, but we've got a lot to talk about before we even get to that, so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I want to start, I like to do things in order. Let's talk about what a disappointment Monday's weather was. Are you happy or no? I like some severe weather. It's good for me.
Good for you?
Yeah, it's good for my viewers and good for
I was like, good for
money.
your anxiety?
No.
I was glad that we didn't have any tornadoes. So,
I mean, I am too, but
business-wise, it does good for you. For me,
yeah.
I have a 4-year-old, and I have a dad that lives in Tulsa, and I have a mom that lives in Tulsa. And so it's one of those things where, they always made sure we were in the cellar and things like that. And they're like, you stay down there, we're going to watch the storm. And now that's on me.
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
like,
the best part of growing up. It's like, yeah, we get to watch the storm now.
Yeah, so now I'm like, hey, mom and dad, keep your phone handy. I'll call you if it gets stormy. So
what are they doing? Are they in the cellar? Or are they just watching TV and you're keeping an eye on the weather?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Just hanging out.
That's funny. My mom called us and was like, hey, if you guys want to come have dinner and ride out the storm over here, they live in Bristow. And we were like, I can't. I kind of need to be here if something happens. And our other son was actually at a birthday party that night.
Oh,
and
nice.
He's going to be coming home. So
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't look like Sapulpa had anything really.
No.
Like the storms split and then came back together up in the Northeast. And
Perfect. I like it that way. We had a little bit of rain and thunder.
I mean, rain and thunder, yeah. But I don't even think we got hail.
Good. I don't want a new car.
Okay. Fine. She just wants to see me to ruin. That's all what it's about.
You got
fine.
You got other news to share.
Yeah, we do. So that was Monday. I said we'd like to do things in order, right? Yesterday was the city council election. There was a bunch of stuff happening all over Creek County, different school boards and things like that. But of course, the one that we were paying the closest attention to was right here in Sapulpa for Ward 2, Seat 2 for city council. And something happened that doesn't happen that often, actually. And it was the challenger Sherry Capps beat incumbent Brian Stevens by, how many votes did we say it was? 5?
I think it was 8.
8?
It was
Okay.
83 to 75.
Yeah, was not very many votes. So just in case you ever wonder if your vote counts, yeah, your vote definitely counts. So anyway, what we like about Sherry is that she said in her story at the Sapulpa Herald that she really doesn't have anything bad to say about Brian and that he did a good job while he was the city councilor. And it sounds like she's hoping to just carry on his good work. So Sherry should get sworn in. Did she get sworn in the next city council meeting? Or is it next month? I can never remember. Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay. We'll find out one way or another.
I think it's pretty immediately.
That's what I thought so too. Okay. But anyway, so so we've got a new city councilor. It is our second woman on the city council. No, third, sorry.
We have
woman on the city council now. And actually, that means all of Ward 2 is women city councilors now too, right? Because Carla's the other one.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I don't know if we've ever had that happen before.
I have no idea.
So, pretty cool. Okay. But anyway, congratulations, Sherry. We look forward to talking with you more in the future and seeing how you handle city business. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, okay, what else we got going on? We've got the results of last night's city council race. There was also a bunch of other things that happened in Creek County, like I mentioned. So if you're interested in seeing how those things went down, school board seats, Kellyville, Allen Bowden, I think both had propositions that they were working on. That's all on sapulpatimes.com. Be sure to go check that out. And then we're going to talk about what's happening in the American Heritage Bank calendar, and then we are going to bring in Miss Michelle McDonald Davis. Right? Or is it the other way? Okay. To talk about the show. So we're going to do that. All right. So
Okay.
I was asking you before we started the show, we've got 108 East Dewey. Is that still happening?
We do. We have 108 East Dewey that is open. Some know it as the Gone But Not Forgotten, and some know it as Farmer's Daughter. It is the city building that was purchased at the beginning, or timeout. It was purchased at the end of 22, and we actually took possession of that in the beginning of 23. And leased that out for the Christmas shoot. It is available for purchase. It backs up to the new alleyway project that we just completed. Those packets for your RFP are available at the administration building to be picked up. If you have any questions about that, you can reach out to Joan, Mike Russell. If you have any questions about the building or anything else like that, you just go into administration and anyone will be willing to talk with you about that. So those are due on April 15th, the proposal for what is going to be the use of that building once it is purchased. So get out there and fill that paperwork out because we would love to get rid of that building and have someone move in there and bring another business to downtown.
Yep. And that business is probably going to do well.
I think it would do fantastic.
So, and I'm sorry, I skipped right over a bunch of stuff that you had to talk about here. So we completely skipped out on the city news. So something brand new for today is the golf course you were talking about, right? I guess they're making repairs out there?
Yeah, so yesterday I learned myself, someone said, hey, what's going on with the golf course? I was like, I have no idea. So they are actually working on the cart path. So they are repairing that. They're making some turns a little bit nicer so you're not throwing your passenger out of the cart as you're driving around. And so that project is set to be completed before we get our great weather back. And all of our tournaments and things like that start. So if you see some construction going on out there, that's what is happening. To my knowledge, the golf course is not closed. But don't quote me on that because I did not get a definitive answer when I got the news yesterday. But do know that if you are golfing, that if it is a cart path only day, you will not be able to golf because you can't use a cart. You would have to walk. So just be looking out for that and contact the golf course. You can get on Facebook and reach out. And they will have all the details about that and what's happening and when you can and cannot golf.
Okay. And something we've been talking about before is the animal shelter. They're doing their half-price adoption day for any animal that's been there for longer than 6 months. That's still going on, right?
That is still going on, and it will go through the end of April.
Okay, so keep that going. And then this is a little bit further out there, but I think, are you guys sending out the vouchers for dump day yet?
Yes, you can pick them up. They should have already went out.
Okay.
So if you have received your utility bill, you should have received that flyer last month, actually.
Okay.
And so vouchers are ready for pickup. They were ready for pickup last month. Okay. So you can go pick those up and get prepared for dump day, which is on April 20th. Your account has to be in good standing, and your do's and don'ts are all listed online.
Okay. And then something else that's brand new is you've got another survey that's going out.
We do. We talked about it at City Council. So I read your story last night, but I didn't catch if it was in the story. I don't
think it was. No, okay. I think that got missed.
So we talked about it in study session. We will be sending out a mailer. It'll be going out with all water bills. But this is if you are just a water, if you just use our water here in the city. And we are sending out a survey to ask you, when did you last update your pipes? And we want to make sure that the water that you are using inside of your home that you could possibly be drinking, that you are showering in, does not have lead in it. So this is not directly for the city. It is for us, for our benefit. However, this is a bigger organization. I think it's PEC that's actually sending out this survey. So we are sending this out. We want to check your pipes. We want to check your meters and all those things to make sure that you have safe water flowing into your home. So when you get that survey, there's a QR code on it. We ask that you scan that QR code and fill it out. And if for any reason you or somebody you know does not know how to use a QR code, please contact City Hall or come down. Anyone in the building, front building or back building with our inspection department, even our water department. Anyone within the city, I will say that anyone within the city will be more than happy to help you answer this. This helps us help you, so we can make sure that you are getting safe water. We do have a requirement of how many we do have to report back to make sure that we are giving clean, good water to our community. So it is very crucial and beneficial for you and the city if you fill this survey out. So we did mail those out. We will have more information out on that on our Facebook and our website. Like I said, when you get that survey, excuse me, if you want to call or come in and ask us about it, please contact us. This is fully transparent. Any and everything you want to know about it, we will give it to you. We have pamphlets and all those things that we would be more than happy. And if you can't get to your meter or you don't know where it is, the water department will come out and open it for you and check it for you. All of those things. So it's not something that you have to do completely on your own. We are more than happy to help you get this taken care of.
Good deal. Okay. While you were talking about that, Jonathan Dupay chimed in with a text asking how much is the city wanting for that building. And my understanding is they're the minimum that you guys need to meet in order to get what you've put into it. But it's a bidding process, correct?
Yeah. So the city's just looking to make back what they put into that building. I don't have the number right at the top of my head, Jonathan. It is on that paper.
It'll be in that packet, yeah.
But it's a bidding process, and I have spoke to the departments that are involved in this, and I will say that from city standpoint, which it ultimately goes to council to be voted on. But if you came in there and said, we can open it tomorrow, and we're gonna put something in there that's gonna start selling immediately, they're probably going to look at that and weigh that more than, if you're coming in giving exactly what we're asking for, rather than somebody that's coming in there giving hundreds of thousands of dollars over what we're asking for, and they're not going to open it for 2 years. So,
okay. So it's more important that they're ready to roll on it rather
yeah,
than...
it's more important as to what's going into that building, because we want the business owner to flourish as well as the town and downtown. And we want that building to be used and occupied. So, it's, if you don't think you can come in with thousands of dollars over what's on there because it's a bid, don't let that scare you or anyone else away from bidding on that building.
Okay, good to know. Thanks for that. I'm going to change things up for the community calendar here out of interest for Michelle's time, because I know she's got to get back to work, and she graciously agreed to come and be a part of this. So would you be okay if we do her first and then
Let's
you
do
come
it.
back on and we'll do the other events? So we're going to welcome Michelle McDonald Davis here. She is actually one of the actresses that's going to be playing in the new show that opens up this Friday here at Sapulpa Community Theatre called Dead Men Send No Text, and we are actually sitting in front of the stage for that right now. And Michelle, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Thanks for coming back, or coming on. This is the first time, right? I don't think you've been on the show before.
I haven't.
Okay, good deal. But I know it's not your first time to act, right? How long have you been acting?
I was in my first play when I was about 10 or 11 years old.
Really? Okay, so you've been doing it for a while then.
Yeah, longer than I'd like to admit.
Okay, and this type of show here, now I know that we've done radio style plays before at this theater, but I don't think we've done them since I've been a part of the theater. And so this is a little bit unusual for me, and probably for a lot of people who are coming to the theater regularly these days. Talk a little bit about Dead Men Send No Text and what the audience can expect from that show.
So the premise of this show is that we're at a radio station, and we are streaming worldwide and also performing the show live for an audience.
Okay.
So we have some old-timey microphones set up, we have our DJ booth, we've got kind of the radio station feel going. Most of our actors have 2 or more parts, and so we're using accents, voice modulations, things like that to differentiate between the 2 roles.
Okay.
I play the showrunner, so kind of the stage manager, the person getting it all set up, making sure everybody's where they need to be. And I also play Katie Luna, a waitress who's working at the Eccentrics Club, which is the setting of the story.
Okay, and so my understanding is it's a radio show, but it's also a murder mystery of sorts.
Yes.
Does that happen? Okay, so I'm curious, and maybe I don't even know if you can tell me this because you might give away some of the story or something. Is that murder something that happens here within the radio station, or is it something that happens with the show that you guys are putting on at the radio station?
It happens within the story.
Okay.
So none of our radio actors get the axe, but
Okay.
it happens in the story. The bodies start stacking up like cordwood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a mass murderer or something in that
Yes.
story. That's awesome. Okay. So this is, I think, like the third play that we have done by Valerie Speaks. I think the third or fourth by this time, right?
I believe, I want to say the fourth. I
Okay,
think it's the
so we've
fourth.
done quite a few, and every show that we've done of hers has been just a slam dunk. This is the first time we've done one like this, though. What do you think? Do you think the reception is going to be similar?
I think it will be. We've been very lucky in our kind of partnership with Valerie Speaks. She lives on the other end of Route 66 out in California. So a
Okay.
lot of her stories have had to do with the Route 66 theme and that sort of stuff. This one does not. So it's not necessarily Oklahoma based, but she did write it for our theater. So that's
Just like she had done, she wrote this one for our theater as well. I did not know that. Okay,
Yes.
I should know that. I'm embarrassed I didn't know that. That's awesome. Okay, well, and then the other thing that she really likes to do is she loves to do the play within a play type story, which this kind of is that also kind of.
It's
right?
a little bit. We have a few kind of cut scenes where we go back to our original actor roles. That's where the showrunner comes in.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, this story is entirely takes place within the world of the murder mystery story.
Okay, so another question I have for you on this is people are wondering that they tend to ask. We've always done family-friendly shows since 1990. That's something that we're very proud of. But at the same time, there's a difference between a show that can hold a person's attention who's a younger audience versus the adults. Which one would you think that this falls into? Do you think like someone could bring their kids to this show?
I definitely would, yeah.
Okay.
You could definitely bring your kids to this show. I mean, like you said, we're a family-friendly theater. Our emphasis is doing shows and putting on shows that you can bring your kids to, that you can bring your grandma to. It's like a whole family experience.
Okay, great. All right. So the show opens this Friday, and I got to look at the ticket sales. They are climbing now, so I think we're getting
Yes.
close to running out on a couple of days this weekend for sure. So if you don't have your tickets yet, be sure to go get them at sapulpatheater.org, and they are available. We do have some shows left for Friday, Saturday, and I think Sunday is actually really close to selling out.
Yes. Sunday, I think, is our closest day to selling out. We do have a few tickets left for this Sunday. The following Sunday, I think we're about half sold.
Okay.
So we're getting there, and definitely don't wait to come to the door. Call and make reservations. Get online, make reservations, because we do tend to sell out, which is why we added the Thursday night show
Right,
for the
yeah, I was
second
about to
week.
mention that. Yeah, we've got that extra Thursday night show that we added, which will be the second Thursday there. And it looks like, by all accounts, I think got off a little bit to a slow start in the marketing of this one, but it looks like we're going to make that up, I hope, and it's going to be a great show. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, I think I did, but I'll actually be hosting the first show on Friday, so we're all going to be watching it for the first time. It's going to be
Yes.
great. Thank you, Michelle, for coming on and doing this. This is going to be a great show, I think, this weekend. I always really enjoy watching you guys. You guys all do a great job, and so thanks for all you do. We appreciate it.
thank
We'll have you
you.
back next time.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thanks. We're going to bring Lucy back up now, and we'll talk about the other events that are happening. And I do know we've got several of them that are happening this weekend that we want to make sure we get you caught up on, and then we've got a couple of them that are coming up the following weekend as well. And so we're just going to bring Lucy right back in and get this started. So welcome back.
Thanks.
We're going to have commercial breaks or something at that point. Maybe I could ad-lib something, or I don't know. We'll have to do our camera
Do
work.
something
and so
funny.
that- I
You
mean,
could have like done a little dance.
I could do that. I'm strictly a behind the scenes guy when it comes to the
Okay.
theater, though.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I think it would be fun to see you on the stage.
People have suggested that. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Maybe someday. We'll see. Okay, let's talk about what's happening this weekend at the American Heritage Bank Community Calendar. One thing we have not talked about at all, and it's happening this Saturday, and I can't believe we haven't talked about it because I love this event. It is the Kite Festival.
I know.
Now, have you been to one of these yet?
No.
Okay. Are you going to be busy on Saturday?
Yeah, with that.
Well, okay, with this. Okay, great. And you're going to bring Hudson, right?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, if you have ever wanted to take your kids, especially little kids, to something that Sapulpa does, this is one of the best opportunities because it is free and it is tons of fun. And the Kite Festival, I think, gets bigger every year. This is the 4th year that they've done it,
Yes.
right? And not only do they bring out the Tulsa Kite Fair show people, what do they call it? Tulsa Wind Riders is the name of that kite club. Not only do they bring them out, and they bring out these huge, like almost football field sized kites. Not
Yeah.
really that big, but they're huge.
Yeah.
Way big.
They're probably as tall as you.
Yeah, they're bigger than a car. I think some of them are.
Oh.
Yeah, you've never seen them?
No, I've never
You've
seen
been there. They're big, they're huge. And they bring those out and they get those going. And so not only do you have that, but also you have the chance to make your own kite, which is also a lot of fun. Last year, I remember there were tons of people showed up. The weather was great for it. Pepper from the Sapulpa PD
Yes.
was there also. And just a great time. So that's going to be happening between 2 and 6 p.m. on Saturday, April the 6th. And so a little later in the afternoon, I think it'll start to warm up. The wind is hopefully going to be pretty windy out there on Hollywood Park, which is up on the hill,
Yep.
which is a great place to do it.
Yep.
If you've never been to that park, that's like one of our hidden gems, I think.
Yes.
You like
it
that
is.
park? Have you
Yes.
been there?
I have.
Okay.
So I actually didn't know about it. And we started, putting this event together and talking about it for this year. And I was like, where is that? So I had to take a little trip and go up there and see it. And there's a reason why we pick this park for this event every year.
Yep, and if you haven't been there, you will find out why really quickly. So be sure to go check that out. There's also going to be free crafts and kite kits for the kids. Chuck It will be out there with their hot dogs, and they're going to have vendors and booths and stuff like that available as well. So completely free to attend this thing. One of the greatest ways to spend Saturday afternoon and not have to spend very much money at all. And that's not all we've got going on, though. We do have next Tuesday. Actually, I need to back up because I was screwed up when I was telling people about this eclipse.
Yeah, you kept saying it was Thursday. It's Monday.
I said it was Thursday for some reason. I don't know why I did that. It's Monday.
Yeah.
So can you believe that? Yeah, you can believe it. I
Yeah, I
screw
can.
stuff up all
Because
the
I
time.
kept thinking it was next week because that's when Janet's gone. And you were like, no, it's Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know. You should have corrected me on the show.
Well, you're the news.
No. I was supposed to have my facts straight, right?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't happen. So the eclipse is actually happening on Monday. The eclipse party that's happening at the TP Drive-In is still happening. And so that's also going to be free. You can go and attend that. It's a great place to watch the eclipse, which we will have, would you say like a 90%? Not totality, but like 90% cover here. And I was looking at the weather. It looks like the cloud cover will actually be okay. Like it'll still be visible. Like there won't be too many clouds. I hope. I'm not the weather guy though, so don't quote me on that. But
Yeah. I think
anyway,
they said that we needed some clouds.
we do
Yeah.
in order to see this thing. I thought you just needed the special sunglasses or something.
Well, yeah, you need the sunglasses, but like if it's just like clear skies and everything, then
Yeah.
you can't really see it, I think.
Really?
Maybe. I don't know.
I didn't know. I
I
don't
didn't
know
really
either.
look into it.
Well, you're not supposed to look directly at it.
I know that.
Okay, then we will see more about that. when we
Michael
get
Michael
there.
will
I'll
give
be
you
there.
all the real details on Friday when he actually reads about it and tells us.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
It'll be fine. Okay, what else do we have going on? That's on Monday. On Tuesday, April 9th, is the dedication of a new America 250 plaque at the Sapulpa Historical Society Museum by the Daughters of the American Revolution. That looks like that's going to be a good time. I don't have a whole lot in the way of what's going on with that event. I just know that they're doing that. I don't even have a time. Oh, yeah. No, it's 1 o'clock. I'm sorry. It's at 1 p.m. So that is going to be happening then. You don't have to be like super quiet. It's okay. People know you're there. It's
Yeah.
fine. Michelle's trying to like sneak off and not. She's
gotta go back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming, Michelle.
Thank you.
So, okay, so we've got that happening on Tuesday. That'll be a good time if you're interested in any of that. Be sure to reach out to the Historical Society Museum or check in with the Nancy Green chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. And then that is what is happening Monday and Tuesday. And then the 13th is probably like one of my favorite events that's coming up, I think.
Yeah. It's the Sugar Llama's anniversary party.
Yeah.
And if you don't have
should've come
plans
out,
to go, you are
missing
missing out.
So make plans. Now, whatever plans you have, I know it's like spring, sports are underway. I promise, whatever gold medal that your child is going to win at that relay or whatever it is that you're doing on that Saturday is
Yeah.
not going to be worth the opportunity to win donuts for a year.
Yeah. They've got giveaways, hourly discounts. There's going to be face paintings, games. There was rumors of real llamas. I don't
That
know.
is a rumor. I actually thought maybe he told me he couldn't get that this
He
time.
did.
Yeah, he did say
You're not
that.
supposed to tell people that.
Oh, okay.
There's rumors of real llamas. Just leave it at that. Because it's a rumor.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
But you know me, I like to give people the real information about things, such as when events are happening when they're not happening.
Okay. There will be no real llamas because he couldn't get them because it's a Saturday and they were going to be stressed out or something like that, is what he told us.
Yeah, I just don't think they were available for that day. It's
Yeah.
too bad.
Well, yeah, because they had an event on Friday and an event on Sunday, so they
Yeah.
couldn't do 3 days in a row.
Yeah,
So,
need to rest.
yeah.
Llama's got to put on the pajamas.
Right, but there's other things going on. And is it Luana, the llama? Is that her name?
The stuffed one?
Yep.
I think that's right.
Luana. She will be
Llama.
there.
Yeah.
And she'll be there for pictures and all those good things. So, yeah.
And then the last event that we want to make sure we tell you guys about is Tuesday, April 16th, the Business Over Breakfast. Chamber's bringing that back. Business Over Breakfast.
This is
I
the
love
second
those
one.
events. Huh?
This is the second one. We had one.
Oh, I know. They're bringing it back like for the year, the second time this year.
Oh, okay.
Because the last one we had was what? January or something.
quarter.
So yeah, so it is back, and it's going to be a good time over at Steak and Egg. That's happening at 7:30 a.m. You do need to register for this event. Go to sapulpachamber.com to do so. It's going to be Joe Kraut talking about artificial intelligence, which is a big deal right now, and I would be shocked if you are in any way wondering if AI is going to affect your business. Chances are it probably is, and you're just not even aware of how it is. So come in, listen to Joe, and he's going to talk about AI, what's going on with it, and how it might be affecting you in the near future. A lot of people really interested in that. So be sure to get your tickets while you can, because Steak and Eggs, they don't have all the chairs in the world, so I'm sure it's a somewhat limited seating event. And so be sure to do that. Go to sapulpachamber.com to get your tickets for that as well. So I believe that's it. Did we miss anything?
It's not on there, but I'm just going to give a quick little shout out. Make-A-Wish Foundation is having a Waffles for Wishes.
Ooh. When?
And that is on April 13th. So
Okay.
if you want to visit the Make-A-Wish Foundation Facebook page, all the information is on there. I actually got an email for an invitation. So
That's the same day as the Sugar Llama's
it
anniversary.
is the same day. So you talking about Sugar Llamas reminded me of another event that I do have that day. So if you like breakfast and you like waffles and you like helping donate to those wishes, you should check that out.
Awesome. Okay, we'll be doing that. Get your waffles in the morning, get your donuts the rest of the day, go home and be nice and sugared up the way you were meant to be, guys. Be living your best life, okay? All right, that is all we've got. I don't have a joke or anything today because it's an extended show with having Michelle on and stuff. So I think we're just gonna unless you have a backup joke for me. Okay, let's hear
Okay.
it.
Why would the skeleton not cross the road?
He didn't have the guts. Is that it? Did I get it right? Yeah. Okay. Actually, I do have one. Ready?
Oh, okay.
Okay. What do you get when you mix brown chickens and brown cows?
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Yes. Good job. That was so good. Oh, I love that. I saw that on TikTok last night. It was awesome.
That's funny.
Oh, man. Guys, hope you have as much fun as we do. We appreciate you being here. I'm going to have Chris Holder on the show on Friday to talk about the next song that he and his wife, the Holders, are dropping off, coming out on Friday. So we're going to have Chris here. He's going to talk about that. Lucy will not be with us that day, right?
I will
be
not.
out? Yep. So say goodbye to Lucy for now. We'll see her again next week, and we will see you guys on Friday where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.